So thank you again for joining us here on the TravelON World YouTube channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe because we've got loads of travel information that's going to save you time and stress when you're traveling to the Canary Islands. Now, yesterday we did the form called the Spanish Locator form. That was the form that you needed to get into the Canary Islands. Today, for the UK travellers, we're going to do the UK Locator form in order to get you back to the UK. Okay, in the next video we're going to do the one for Ireland as well. So if you're coming from UK, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales, this is the video for you. It's very simple, so do not worry. It's a step-by-step guide. However, we're going to show you some little shortcuts that you can make to save yourself some time, alleviate that stress, because there are certain parts of the form that if you're a bit of a technophobe are going to cause you a bit of a headache, and that's the last thing we want. So don't be stressed, don't be worried. Let's go, jump straight into it, and we'll see you soon. So let's jump straight in and show you how to fill out the passenger location form for the UK. Very simply, in Google, put passenger location form UK and it will come up at the first one, and you click that and it will take you through to the gov.uk website. Now, on this page, there's loads of information, loads of jargon. We do recommend you have a good read of it. However, all these links are going to take you off to different pages. So if you just want to fill the form out and get on with it and eliminate as much stress as possible, get yourself right down to the bottom and click Start Now. Okay. Here you will be asked if you have created an account before or if you want to create one. Now, you've got two options. You can click No and you can actually continue without creating a form. If you click Yes, you can log in if you've already registered, or you can create an account. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to create an account so we can show you exactly what to do. Now, this is going to take you more time, a little bit more stress, and a little bit more to and fro from your mobile phone and your emails to confirm things. So if you just don't want that hassle, click No and continue, okay? But we're going to show you how to fill an account in so that you can register, and then next time it'll be a lot easier for you. So we're going to click Yes and we're going to click Continue. So it asks you here to sign in if you've already registered your email address and your password. If not, and you need an account, you're going to press Sign Up, okay? So we're going to sign up with a new account. We're actually going to use a business email, and we are going to use a mobile phone number. So for the purposes of this video, we'll use our business number for excursionslanzarote.com. So you must remember to put the +44. So if you're in the UK, it's +44. Okay, we're in Spain, so ours is +34. It has to be correct. They give you the option, or they give you the way to write it. So it's plus, no zero on your number, 44. So you do +44, and then if your number was 0789, for example, you put +44789. So you have to miss the zero off. So they don't explain that very well. So we're going to put our number in. Just double check that's correct. Yeah. And we're going to do a password that we will remember. Now, it must contain a lowercase letter, it must contain an uppercase letter, it must contain a special character, that's like a dash or a dot or a bracket or a $sign or anything like that. It has to contain a number, and it has to be at least 14 characters. So you can see sometimes why you just don't want to create an account. So I'm going to put an idea up for you of a decent password that you can use for that, just to get you by. But I'll give you an example on here, just at the left or right hand side of the screen. So let's sign up for that. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to confirm our telephone number. So it's going to send me a text, which I've just received. Now, this text comes from a company, or the name of it is Notice, okay? So you'll see that, and you just want to put the code in here, okay? And you want to confirm the account. Okay, so then it's going to send us an email to also verify the email. So we're going to jump over to our email and double check that. So you'll get an email with a link. So you've already confirmed your mobile phone. Then you'll come to an email and it will give you a link just to continue with that. This is why it's better to do it on a computer than a mobile phone, because it's just a bigger screen and it's easier to navigate. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to take us straight back to there. So our email address has been successfully verified, and we can continue. Okay, so given names, you just put your name and surname in here, and you save and continue. Your sex, male or female. We're going to be male today, and we're going to there. Your date of birth can be whatever your date of birth is. I was about to say it can be whatever you want, but no, it can't. So we'll do 3rd of May 1976, for example. Save and continue. Then it asks you to put a phone number that they can contact you on. So this would probably be your home phone number. So if you're in the UK, 44, and then you can just put your number in, and that will give them a number. You can repeat. You have to repeat that. 9666 555. So you have to repeat that, and you've got an option of a second number and a secondary phone number, just in case they can't get you on this one. And this is all so they can contact you about quarantine rules, and if there's any cases on the plane, then they can contact you about that as well. So the next screen is going to ask you how they can contact you, contacting you by phone. So this is for track and trace, and so that they can check on the quarantine and contact you. So you can be contacted by phone call or text message. You can only be contacted by phone call, or you can only be contacted by text message. In my opinion, I would always go for the last one, because a text message is a text message. But if you don't mind being called, then click one of these options. This is all more of a security thing. It's called GPRD. And they have to ask, and you have to give your permission of how you can be contacted. So to limit the amount of contacting, I would just go for the bottom one, which is send me a text if you need to contact me. Save and continue. Is your home address in the UK? We assume so, yes. And then we're going to enter the postcode. So we'll make one up. We'll use a Birmingham one. And we're going to find the address. Okay, so we better block this out in case there's some different addresses. So we've selected an address, and we're going to save and continue there. Okay. Now, your passport or travel documents. So you need to then put in your passport details. So this can all be found on your passport. So the country of issue, you'll put the United Kingdom. Or British citizen, if you're a British citizen. Passport number, and then repeat your passport number. And your expiry date, and we're going to expire on the 4th of the 8th, and we'll say 2024. 24. Okay. Save and continue. Okay, so your profile. So this is me, gives you all the information to check, and you can change that just by clicking these details. So if you have made a mistake, don't worry. Unlike the Spanish locator form, which we did yesterday, this one gives you the option to change things. So you can just double check everything, just blocking the address out there, and that's all the information. You can continue from there. Okay, so our account has been created. So that means that next time we log in, we don't have to do all that. So that's the time you're going to save by creating an account, or you can just crack on and do it without an account. So there you go, you've not submitted a locator form. So now it's asking you to start the form. So that was just the registration. If you click no, you're going to go straight through here. That took me 8 minutes. So you're going to save yourself 8 minutes. But in the long run, if you have to do it again, and I don't think these forms are going away anytime soon, so you may as well create an account. So let's start the form now. So your travel plans. What are your travel plans? I plan to stay in the UK, to travel to the UK more than once within the 48 hours. And this is like cabin crew members and stuff like that. So most people that are going to be watching this are people coming on holiday, so they're going to be going home and staying in the UK, unless you're off travelling again. So we continue. Details of your arrival in the UK. So where will you arrive? So we will put Birmingham. What country are you travelling from? Well, if you're travelling from the Canaries, we're going to go Spain. Oh. We're going to go Spain on that. Which company are you travelling with? So we'll go with Ryanair.
Ryanair UK Limited. And obviously if the company is not listed, then you have to do that. But usually, I mean, if you're traveling to the Canaries, it's Ryanair, it's TUI, it's EasyJet, British Airways. Flight number will go for that one. This is just automatically filling in because I filled a form out before. But your flight number, obviously, you'll find on your ticket. Save and continue. Now, throughout this process, you can always return to this form later. And because you've registered, it means it will go back to where you've started from. So that is another benefit to registering. When do you plan to travel in the UK? Now, remember, you have to fill this form out 48 hours before you travel. So you have to just wait until you can do it. But you can actually fill it out. In saying that, you can only finalise it before 48 hours. You can fill it out prior to that. So the date today is the 9th of the 12th. So we're going to say that we're going to arrive on the 11th of December 2021. What time will you arrive? Or our flight arrives at 10:45 in the morning. When do you plan to leave the UK? Well, that's optional because you don't plan to leave the UK unless you do, and then obviously you need to put that in. This is for people that are travelling from Spain to the UK, maybe for a week's holiday going in the other direction. Save and continue. Your visit to Spain. What you need to do when you arrive in the UK depends on where you visited during your 10 days before arrival. Provide details of your visit to Spain during the 10 days before your UK arrival. Have you visited or will you visit any islands in this country during the 10 days before arriving in the UK? Well, this is for the Canary Islands, and most of our followers are in the Canary Islands because that's where we are. This is for people that have travelled to Spain and maybe joined and gone up to some of the surrounding islands. You have come to the islands. You haven't gone to mainland Spain and then come to an island. So you can just put no in that case. Did you transit through the country? No. If you put yes on there, it's just going to ask what island that you visited. So you could just put Lanzarote or Tenerife or Gran Canaria or Fuerteventura in there. But there's no need because you've actually just gone to the islands. You haven't gone to mainland Spain and then hopped over. So you haven't done that. Arrival date. So this is when you arrived in Spain or the Canary Islands. So we're going to say the 1st of December 2021. And your departure date, which we said in the previous, was the 11th of the 12th, 2021. Okay, save and continue. Any other countries or islands? Have you visited or will you visit any countries or islands 10 days before coming to the UK? No. Save and continue. Your COVID-19 vaccination status. Your COVID vaccination status depends on whether you meet the eligible criteria. So this gives you all the information, what you need in order to get in travelling to England. Do you meet the eligible criteria linked above? Yes, you do. So if you're fully vaccinated, you must bring proof of your eligibility with you during your travel. So you must take your COVID passport with you, and it gives you the information of what you need here. Okay. So just press yes. You must bring that. Save and continue. So your COVID-19 vaccination details. Now, at the moment, as you know, if you're coming from the UK, you have to be fully vaccinated. So we're going to assume that everybody is fully vaccinated. And then you put which country did you receive the vaccination in? And that would be the United Kingdom. Okay. If you're not fully vaccinated, the vaccination I received is not recognised. Or exemption criteria. So this doesn't even give you the option of an exemption. If you are exempt, then obviously click that, or if you're unvaccinated, click that, and we can see what we do on the next one. But if you're fully vaccinated, which most people will be, if you're unvaccinated, just drop us a comment and I'll do another video showing you how to do that, or we'll see what happens on this one. So we're going to save and continue there. So your next page is going to ask you to verify your vaccination status, and this is where it can get a little bit complicated if you're a bit of a technophobe. So you've got a couple of different options. If you're on a mobile phone, you can scan the QR code. We're not recommending you do this on a mobile because the buttons are smaller and it's better on a desktop or a PC or a tablet. But you can scan your code or you can upload it. So do you have a QR code that you can scan to verify your vaccination status? If you put yes there, you can scan the QR code there. As I said, it doesn't work on a computer, but it will work on a mobile phone, so you can scan the code. If you're on a computer, you'd need to attach it, okay? And this is where, when they send the actual vaccination certificate, and we always recommend that you print that out anyway, because if your batteries are gone on your mobile phone, you are stuck. So you can attach the file and you just choose the file there and you upload it, okay? If you have any problems with that, drop us a comment and we'll be happy to talk you through it and help you. But if you scan the QR code, then you would be doing that from a mobile phone. I don't see any way to do that on a computer. So just attach the file. You should have always been sent a file anyway. And if you save it onto your computer and just attach it here, that should be fine. So once uploaded, you can save and continue. And it says here, verifying your vaccination, you must scan your QR code to continue. So if you're on a desktop, it's asking you that you must scan it. So you have to be on a phone in order to do that. So my advice to you would be to click no and then just save and continue. So what this is saying is if you're able to scan your QR code, then it's a lot easier for them, okay? It means that you might not get asked to show it at border control. If you're a technophobe or you're not on a mobile phone and you're on a desktop, which is what we advise, click no, okay? If you click yes, it's asking you to upload it. So it gives you the option to upload it, but it doesn't actually allow you to upload it. So just click no, save and continue, and have a printed copy of it or it on your phone. And if they want it, they will ask you for it. It's as simple as that. The stress and anxiety that this can cause people that are not techie can be the difference between giving up and carrying on. So just to confirm, go back on there, verify your status. What it's saying is you've got a single QR code. This is on your phone. If you can take a screenshot of it, if you can upload it, we've clearly proven that this doesn't work attaching a file. So just click no, have a hard copy, have your phone with you. You've got it. There's nothing to worry about. Don't panic. Save and continue. Let's crack on. Any minors that you are traveling with. So if you've got any kids with you, you need to click yes. If you haven't, click no. We'll click yes because then we'll show you how to do it and save and continue. So we're going to put name 1. We have one child with us. Surname 1. Relationship to you, son or child, and their date of birth. Is the person you are including 12 to 17 years old? So 2007 would make a 12 to 17-year-old. So let's just click no. So it says here from October the 1st, ID in October the 1st, EU citizens will only be allowed to enter the UK using a valid passport. So if they're over 12 to 17, you have to put all their passport details in, and that's easy enough to do. So if they're under 12, I wonder if they're under 12, what you'd need to do on that case. Let's have a look. So under 12, you wouldn't need to put their passport details. So if they're over 12, put their passport details in here, really simple, and the expiry date, and save and continue. To save time, we'll just click no, and we'll put, we've got a baby with us, okay, save and continue. Other minors who you are travelling with, no, we're not travelling with anybody else under the age of 18. So this will be, again, if you want to add more children. Let's just double check that and go back. Yeah, so it's asking you If you're adding more than one child, then on the next stage, that's where you would add the next child and the next child and the next child. So let's just say continue on that. So that's where you'd add the other details if you've got more than one minor, okay? And every time you save and continue, that's going to ask you the same information. So it's just the name, the surname, their relationship, and you just go through that procedure again. For this video, we're just going to click no to save there. Self-isolation in the UK, based on travel history, do you need to self-isolate? Well, if you're fully vaccinated, you do have to isolate literally while your day 2 to arrive. For that, I need to isolate in the UK, and if you're exempt from self-isolation. So again, this is all very, very contradicting questions. So do you need to self-isolate in the UK? Well, if you're fully vaccinated, you have to self-isolate until your PCR test arrives, your day 2 PCR test arrives. If you're not vaccinated, then yes, you have to isolate. And if you've got government-proved exemption from self-isolate, which nobody will, you have to click there. So yes, I presume you have to self-isolate when you get back to the UK. So just click yes, save and continue. Where will you stay in the UK? Do you have an address? Yes. Save and continue. So then it confirms the address that you entered when you registered. Is this the address? Yes. When will you arrive there? Well, we've already told you that we're arriving on the 12th, 2021. When will you leave there? Well, you won't leave there, so save and continue. Where else will you be staying? If you're staying somewhere else, just click no, save and continue. Testing after you arrive in the UK. You must book a coronavirus COVID-19 test package for when you arrive in the UK. So check what you need. This will give you all the information. This will take you to a link of how you can book your test. And this will do all that. So if you're arriving in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland and you're fully vaccinated, you need to book a day 2 PCR test. If you're arriving in the UK, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland and you're unvaccinated, which if you're coming on holiday is going to be a no because everybody has to be vaccinated over 12, then you just have to book a day 2 PCR test. If you're unvaccinated, it's a day 2 PCR test, a day 8 PCR test and 10 days quarantine. Are you required to book a COVID-19? Yes, you are. Okay, so this gives you your test package booking reference. So you must go and book a COVID-19 day 2 test. It must be one that's approved by the government and it must give you a code that will be acceptable on here. Now, there's many out there, so you're going to have to do your own research on this because we're not recommending any of them. However, it is literally to get this code. There is no other reason than to get this code. So whether or not you believe that the test is vital will depend on where you go. There's one called Randox that seems to be the government approved one. It's possibly a little bit more expensive, but you have to go and book that. Any that you book that don't arrive, obviously you should ask for a refund for that. So you need the test to get the reference number. So you have to go and book that first and put the reference number in. We know that's a reference number that works. So once you've got the reference number from the test that you've booked and you make sure that the company that you're booking with has codes that work on this form, then you have to do that first and then put this in. I know it's a lot of work. Save and continue on there. Okay, so this gives you the option to check all your information, check everything you need, check all that, and go all the way down to here. So this is giving us this. We're going to continue on there. and then it's asking for your declaration. So this is where you send me a PDF by email. So you click that and it will send you a document that you're able to print. Okay, so make sure you click that because that's an easy way to print your form. You've got to declare that you have filled in the correct information, and you understand that you must bring a proof of a negative PCR test results unless you're exempt. So you must get a negative lateral flow. It says there lateral flow, not necessarily a PCR because they're more expensive. You've got to get a negative antigen test to get back to the UK, as well as your full vaccination certificate and everything else that you need. So make sure you do that, and you have everything. We're going to leave a little checkbox just here on the video of what you need to make sure that you have. Okay, so yes, understand that, and then click submit. Once you've done that, you will get an email with all the details. I hope that helped. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to every single one of you. Thanks for following, and make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll keep you well up to date with any more information. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
So there you go, guys. We hope that will help you fill out the form, take away your stress, and don't forget the antigen tests that you need. You can visit lanzaroteon.com, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see where you can get your antigen test to go back. Just to clarify, if you're travelling back to the UK, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales, as of today, which is the 9th of December, until whenever they decide to change the rules, you need to be fully vaccinated to get into the Canary Islands. That's everybody over the age of 12. You must be fully vaccinated. You must have the digital certificate in order to show that you are fully vaccinated. In order to get back to the UK, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales, you have to book a day 2 PCR test. That code has to go on the Locator form that we've just filled out, so you have to book that before filling the Locator form out. And you also need a negative antigen test, which again, lanzaroteon.com will show you where in Lanzarote, for example, you can get your test done. Okay, we hope that helps. Make sure to like and subscribe. We've got loads more travel tips coming your way, and anything you want, drop us a comment. Visit our website, excursionslanzarote.com, TravelON.world, and even lanzaroteon.com. We've got a live chat on there. You can drop us a message. Hit us up on our other socials. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We're everywhere. Anything you need, we're contactable for any questions whatsoever. We'll see you soon, and hopefully see you on holiday in Lanzarote or one of the other Canary Islands. Have fun and see you soon.